What's up, internet world? YouTube folks, what's going on? Back again with another video. Um, Today, I think I'm going to talk about how I got my Network Plus certification. I got my Network Plus certification in 2015. I had already got my A Plus certification. And after I got my A Plus certification, I started looking into different areas in the IT field that I would be interested in. I decided to pursue a networking career path. I did some research to see, um, what I needed to do to take the Network Plus certification, and I went through all the steps, did it. Now, I did not pass the Network Plus on my first try, and I went back and studied for another month and went back in and then passed it. It's a tough test to take, but with the right amount of study and practice, anyone can do it, right? So, some of the material that I use to pass the test, first of all, I think I studied for about 3 months. Initially, I studied 2 months, went in, failed that test, studied another month, passed it. So it took about, I'd say about 3 months minimum to study the material and absorb enough of the material to pass the test. Now, some of the stuff I used was like, for instance, this book here. This is the Cert Guide by Keith Barker, Network Plus. And when I took it, it was N10006. I believe it's N10007 now. I like the Keith Barker books. Um, it's easier to read than some other stuff that I've seen. So this is CompTIA's website, and this is the Network Plus page, and this is just going to give you all of the pertinent information about the certification. So these are some of the jobs that you can get with the Network Plus certification, as said by CompTIA. Network administrator, computer tech, network field technician, help desk technician, junior system engineer, network field engineer, network analyst. It's got a maximum of 90 questions. I think my test ended up having 70 something multiple choice or true or false questions, and then I had like 2 or 3 hands-on lab type, drag and drop, and performance based. This certification is $319, and I don't think it was that expensive when I first took it. I think it was 250 or something in that area. It might have been closer to 299, but you can imagine, going and paying, studying, and going to take this certification and failing that thing. It's a devastating feeling, and then you just out of that money, and you're gonna have to take it again and pay again, because the alternative is to give up, and nobody's gonna do that, right? You want to, when you set a goal, you're gonna keep trying for it till you get that thing. Now, some of the online sources I use to study for the Network Plus included websites like Udemy. I don't know if any of you have heard of Udemy. I'm sure a lot of you have. I love Udemy. I use it all the time. I got a lot of courses that I pay for on there, and it's just awesome. So I love Udemy. I use it all the time. And let's see. This is kind of like what the site looks like. You can go to udemy.com. They got all kind of certifications that you can test, online video courses, like video courses that instructors have put together, and they got them on here. And you can always get a code or something that'll give you 80 and 90% off. So it's really not that expensive either. I mean, like, you can get some of these courses for $10, $9. And there's all different kinds of instructors who teach some of the same courses, so you could just pick somebody you like. I like this guy right here, Mike Myers from Total Seminars. he does this animated thing when he does his videos. He's always moving around, and it just makes it more interesting to watch. So you know, you don't start to blah off into something else from some droning on that some guy is doing on a video. So, you know, if you're that type of person that videos kind of make you drowsy, then I would look into Mike Myers' stuff because he knows how to keep your attention. He's a very animated guy. Um, and I did a lot of practice questions. So um, I would go online, Google practice questions for Network Plus, and wherever I found practice questions, I would just go through to the site wherever they might let you do 5, 10, 15, or 20 at a time, and I just do them. And if I got them wrong, I'd do them again until I was confident in those, and then I go to the next site and find their questions and I do them. And I would, while I was doing them, I had a notepad. So what I do with this notepad is I take it and I write down all of the practice questions that I find. I write the question down and the answer on the notepad while I'm learning it. And I feel like writing the questions down when I see them and while I'm answering them and practicing them helps you, you know, remember better. It's real good at helping you remember. So you know, stuff like that. We got there's places with practice questions like this, and um, you know, you can just Google it. You'll find practice questions. You can even YouTube it. There's people who go on YouTube and just make videos with practice questions. So I mean, there's a lot of material you can find to help you study. I would never suggest only using one kind of study material to study for any certification test, not just the Network Plus, but certainly not the Network Plus. Any certification you take, never only use one source. So, like I said, I got the book here. I got Udemy. I got Google. I got, uh, you know, whatever certification I'm taking, CompTIA's website, and I just use all of the resources at my disposal and go through them all. Oh, by the way, these books, um, especially the ones by Keith Barker, but a lot of the certification books, if you look in the back of the book, they come with a CD with a test engine in it. And this, once you put this in your computer and download the software, um, that test engine has thousands of questions, practice exams, it's got little scenarios you can go through. I mean, I use that thing all the time. Every day I studied, I use that test engine. Just man, it's just great. That test engine is powerful and it will definitely help you. So you get you 2 or 3 resources that you're going to use to study, like one of these books that comes with the test engine. You get your practice questions that you find online. Make yourself some flashcards with questions on them. I used to have my wife read all my practice questions that I wrote down to me when we were just laying around watching TV or if we were in the car going somewhere. Anybody looking to get into the IT field, don't know where to start, curious about it even, maybe don't even want to get in the IT field, but just curious about technology, like technology, I would advise that they start with the CompTIA A Plus. It's not as hard as the other certifications. It's going to be probably the easiest certification test to take of all the certifications out there, whether it be CompTIA, Cisco. I definitely think it's something valuable that if you're looking to get into IT, you should definitely be looking into certification testing and what direction you want to go in IT and following the certification path for that particular area in the IT career field. If there's any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. I'll try to answer whenever I get a chance. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up. I'll be doing more and more of these videos periodically, talking about my certifications. I actually have 7 certifications. I'll be doing videos on how I got those and how hard the tests were and different things like that. So if you're interested in that type of conversation, that type of topic, like I said, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned. More to come.